Like, I've talked to Seth a bunch of times. I'm a big fan of you guys. And I was like, I don't think you talked to Seth. So, like, I let him, like, tell him his spiel. And then he started reading things off of, like, our posts on X and Sledge. And then, like, he's like, yeah, it's like the sweet cream cold brew. He's like, I'm going to pick some up. And I'm like, you're literally reading off of our social media. Like, I'm not buying into this.
It's tough. It's tough.
It is.
You know, because at the end of the day, like
I get it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, but it's like, you know, I don't know. When it comes to that stuff, it's like I'm focused on, I don't do the inner workings of every single department at the company. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Like, the company's way bigger than I think most people think, because we don't ever show anything.
Right.
We have an accounting department with multiple people in it.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's still fucking wild. But it's been an eventful morning.
It has?
It has been a very eventful morning, and we will start off by saying good morning, everybody. Welcome to the HWMF Podcast. I am your host, Seth Ferrosi, here with my heterosexual life mate, Bob.
Hello.
And our esteemed colleague, Mr. Shane Healy, is back on the podcast.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Yeah, here we go. I think that's why I've been having such a shitty morning on this fucking thing.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
So, Aiden's out shooting content. We have our 50th All-American Roughneck release coming next week.
Insane.
And we figured that what are the fucking coincidences of Aiden being out of the office on the day that we film podcasts, and we have to have Shane come in for a 50th release. Unreal.
It's crazy.
It's meant to be.
Meant to be. Yeah. Fucking Shane.
Now I'm just dodging cameras turning on and off.
That's what I mean. Like, all of a sudden, the cameras are acting up. Like, they just keep shutting on and off, opening up. It's like, dude, what the fuck is going on? The second you sat in that chair, we started having fucking problems.
Just like the old days.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, that is crazy. I love it. But, I mean, it's good. People miss you. I think people miss you. They like Aiden, but people miss you.
Yeah. I don't think Aiden doesn't talk enough shit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have anything that no one hates him for.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, Shane understands the fact that, like, if I say I hate something, people are going to like me because they hate me. They hate me because they ain't me. They hate us because they ain't us.
It's reverse psychology.
Like, how many things is it? You have...
Ohio?
Ohio is number one.
Yep.
I'm actually going to Ohio tomorrow.
Really?
I have to go to OSU.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, dude. They have such a great program for sciences.
Yeah. You're going back to school?
No, Adeline is.
Oh.
But I'm like, listen, that's the one thing. I'm like, everywhere I go, I buy a college T-shirt.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I just love it.
Yeah.
Dad college swag.
But just in general, like going to Georgia, I got a ton of fucking Georgia shit. He actually just hit me up. They fucking Georgia gymnastics, they fell apart at regionals. And he's fucking like, because they were doing really well, and then the team just kind of fell apart. But anyway, got a ton of Georgia shit.
Yeah.
The girls got me Oklahoma stuff when they went there. All the places I've been, I have college gear. West Virginia. Like, I don't have any alliance with any college schools. I just like them. Ohio State? Oh, I don't know, dude.
I love their gear is sick.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm going to go. I'm going to feel it out. Yeah. Okay. Got fucking 8.5, 9 hours there. I'm going to feel it out, see how it goes. I don't know if I can get an Ohio State shirt, dude. I don't know if I can fucking do it. Dean might actually hang me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean might fucking, cut my Achilles when I'm not looking.
Yeah, you might want to be careful.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people here would probably kill me.
Yeah.
But yeah, do that. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But then you hate Whataburger.
Whataburger. I clarified that. It was only the Florida one.
Oh.
Because I've been there and it sucks. The Texas one, it's a little better.
I never ate Whataburger.
It's a little better.
I don't think I have either.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just not into the fast food thing. Apparently, Raising Cane's got some good chicken. Yeah, I heard people say they like the chicken.
Dude, there's a burger spot that I heard is really good. Culver's.
Oh, yeah, Culver's.
I don't know where that's at.
Yeah, I've seen them when I travel. I've been doing a shitload of traveling, so I've seen quite a bit. But I'm just not into fast food stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I went to a Cava, though. You seen Cava?
Cava?
Like Cava, C-A-V-A. It's like a Mediterranean Chipotle.
Oh, yeah, I've been to one in Georgia.
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. Simple. course, they, you know, everybody online, like, they fucking, you know, it's the healthy people. Like, I'm a healthy guy. I eat relatively healthy, okay, every day. Whole foods, big thing on that, you know? But there's all this shit about all the fucking crap that's in, you know, Chipotle, like the additives and things like that that's in Chipotle and Kava, and they're like, it's actually not good for you. I'm like, bitch, I am going to get fast food. I am in a bind.
Yeah.
I'm not eating Kava every day being like, this is my staple lunch. Like, I'm going to eat Kava over fucking McDonald's.
Yeah, and like they're saying that based on like one of the worst meals on the menu you could probably get.
But even,
you know,
yeah, and even so, it's like, dude, it's fast food.
it's like you can get chicken and rice there, like plain as fuck,
Yeah.
and like that's not messing with anything.
Nope. Them fucking cameras, dude.
I
They're
know.
going back and forth.
I just tried to quickly dodge it. I
Nice,
pressed
dude.
the wrong button, so I'm sorry for people. I saw the black. I was like, shit.
This is going to be one fucking hell of a podcast. We're going to love it. But like I was getting at, we have our 50th release coming up next week. This is one of the shirts.
Yep. So is this?
Every single shirt that we are releasing has a story to it. We are bringing back many of the shirts that made us the company of who we are.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a spin, and also with the best deal that you could get ever on our website that we've ever done, also with potentially some free shipping involved.
Yes.
So we want to make sure that all the shirts that help create this company are involved in the 50th release. It's like this shirt, for example. This shirt was my favorite split accent All-American Roughneck tee. Like the split axe, and then there's the split AAR. So it was this was 2017.
Yep.
We released this shirt in 2017 because back then I was like, hey, like the AAR, but can we do something cool, like two-tone the AAR logo? And Bob's like,
I literally remember the conversation.
I got you. I'm going to figure something out. And I was like, and then when you did it, I was like, maybe we could make it orange because I like orange shit.
Yeah.
And then you did this, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's it.
I mocked up 6 colors without orange for you to look at them all and be like, how about we're doing like an orange and white? And I'm like, okay, Halloween colors. It's fucking April.
Yeah,
like,
it
let's
was.
go.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So anyway, this is the shirt. This was my favorite shirt. I had like 3 of them, made Seth cuts into them. Like that was whenever I was cutting my own t-shirts. I was like, how do you do that? But then this was the shirt that that Hannah saw me for the first time in 2017.
Yep.
Whenever I went into the gymnastics facility, I had a Seth cut on, and because I just finished training. Back then, whenever I was in the shit, like everywhere I went, I typically had a t-shirt on, so it wouldn't look like a muscly dickhead.
Right.
Okay, because I'm just focusing on myself and my girls. I didn't even want to fucking nothing to do with shit. Like I was just in my own world. And it was the first time I fucking wore a cutoff out in public and not just at the gym, out in a public setting. And I remember I was like, fuck, dude, I don't have a t-shirt on. I just got done working out and I was coming to pick up Addie. And I walk in and it was just like, everybody was looking at me like, what the fuck is that thing? Because I was an Alias 2017, you know?
Yeah, dude,
I was fucking yacked out of my mind on gear and just trying to be fucking nuts. And I remember that was the shirt because then later on, like Hannah was telling me, yeah, she's like, that's the shirt I saw you in. That's what caught my eye. I was like, oh, it wasn't the fact that I had 23-inch arms. But no, so we brought it back because this was one of my favorite colorways of the split shirt. And then also, I mean, I still have the fucking shirt that Hannah saw me in.
The original print.
The original 2017
Nice.
print. I have 2 shirts in this one drawer. It's like a memorabilia drawer I have. 2 of them. One is the Notre Dame shirt that my brother and I, when we went to Notre Dame. So I bought a Notre Dame shirt. It has holes and is faded as a motherfucker. And that's from 2011. Okay, so I still have that T-shirt that we bought at Notre Dame in South Bend for the game. And then I have this one. Pretty crazy. Yeah. I love this shirt.
I remember doing that design, like the slice through it was an accident. Like I had this long like rigid like line, and I was just dragging it in, and it landed right in the middle there, and I just punched it out.
Yeah, I loved it. Because it was we just did simple designs. And that's the cool thing about this release is all like that shirt there. That shirt was a big chance that you have on. Yep. So it's the badge tee, and on the back it says, "You're never wrong to do the right thing." And that was one of the first shirts that we had a saying that wasn't like a Seth Feroci saying, because it was a quote that I was like, hey, this is a cool quote that I like. It has some meaning to me because I was going through everything in my life and making all these big decisions for life and be like, you're never wrong to do the right thing. Well, what's the right thing to do right now, Seth? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is, because if I choose this is the scenarios that could happen from that. And I'm like, well, it could go that way. And there's some good and there's some bad. And then there's this one over here. And it could be the right thing because there's some good and there's some bad in there.
Right.
Each decision that I was making at that time had good and bad in it. But it had like good up front, bad at the end. Bad at the front, good at the end. Those were the decisions that I was making in my life. So when I heard that quote, I was like, fuck, it makes so much sense for all these decisions. And I was like, hey, we wanted to put it on a shirt. And it was such a simple looking tee that I was like, I fucking love it.
Yeah, it was the first like very simple lifestyle tee we've ever done.
Yeah.
Like everything up to that was big, bold gym graphic tees.
Yeah.
You know, where you don't really give a fuck how pronounced it is. And I mean, honestly, like I remember talking about this for a long time before we submitted it because it was a risk. Like at the time when we started everything, if we put out a design and it's not well received, like that is
had a crazy impact on us.
Dude, that's the ball of money that we were using to fund each release. So if one didn't hit, we were fucked.
Yeah.
Like we'd have to take a step back for a release.
With that tee, I was like, that's why we're bringing it back, because it's literally the quote, one of my favorite quotes, and it was the shirt, the first one that had a major impact on the company from a lifestyle standpoint.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
It's crazy. And then we're also bringing back badge hat.
Yep.
I wear this every day now.
I know you do.
I need to get a couple.
Yep.
I just like these hats. I think everybody likes the hats.
They do like the hats.
But we have a ton of other T-shirts. It's pretty cool. And on each one, there's a little spin. Like on here, we want everybody, because these shirts are just the simple. These were simple shirts that put us on the map. And some people have never. A lot of people have never even seen these designs. Mm-hmm. So we have tagging on all of them. Like this is the orange tag, the AAR50 logo that we have here, so we'll know when it's from. On some of them, there's little prints of 2017, the year that it was released, where it comes from. And this is a T-shirt heavy release. T-shirt, Seth cuts, hats, simple.
Yep.
But we're doing the 5 for $100 deal. Mm-hmm. So 5 items, mix and match with T-shirts, hats, Seth cuts. But then at the same time, this would not be a release in 2025 without a specialty item that goes from the simple T-shirts and hats all the way to what we have done now is fully customized outerwear.
Yeah.
Like we started out on really fucking shitty T-shirts, mm-hmm. and that's turned into our custom fit, custom material, really high quality T-shirts and high quality print where you can wash this 20 times and it doesn't fade away. Right. Okay. To the fact of fully customized items. We have a fuck you fully customized rain jacket windbreaker. It is the fucking shit. It's nicer than some of my hunting stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts to be able to feel something like this. Like some of my favorite brands out there don't make things like that.
Well, and I'm excited for people to see it, and then also like in videos up close, show everybody what we did with it, mm-hmm. because this was the next level. Because I remember when we did the windbreaker rain jacket last year, mm-hmm. like it was really nice. It was super thin, which we wanted something like that. But then there was things that we could do better, and this time we were like, let's do a full zip, but then let's make it full waterproof. Let's make the zippers waterproof. Let's look at the cinching. Because on a rain jacket you have to have a big hood, but I was like, I don't like a big hood because then it'll blow back. And you were like, well, let's do cinching. So we went through with the pullback on the head, the pullback on the sides, the pullbacks on the bottom. Like there's cinching everywhere on the bottom, everywhere.
Yeah, the hood alone has 3-way cinching. So like It will go around your dome here, Yeah, here, the sides, and then it brings it all in, so nothing's getting in on your face or your neck.
It's built for everyday use, which you do with running and biking.
Yep.
And then also like any type of outdoor activity you do, whether it's hiking or anything like that, or it's just raining and like I said, lifestyle. I am like, it went from super simple Seth Feroce favorite t-shirt, all the cool designs and everything, to all the way to a fully customized item like this. Like every detail was paid attention on this rain jacket. Also have white on black pump covers. My favorite.
Yes.
Whole jumpsuit. The sweatpants and the shirt and the hoodie.
I've been pulling for this for a few years now.
I know again, I'm really excited about it. So, yeah, dude, I'm super excited about this release because the deadlifts and gummy bears, lift weights, eat steaks, and Seth cuts, Born and Bred American shirt, Seek and Destroy shirt. The Seek and Destroy shirt is massive simply because that was like another fuck you, Seth is sauced out of his mind looking shirts. The traps, the shoulders, the beard. Like those are shirts that like literally built the YouTube channel.
I was just gonna say those shirts are literally tied to YouTube videos.
Yes.
Like if there was a time and a place, here's the shirt. This is the month it was released, and here's 2 YouTube videos right around that same time.
They were there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super pumped. It's really cool. And again, the reason that we're doing it, a t-shirt heavy, 5 for $100 deal with mix and match. You get the hats for $20.
Yeah.
You out of your fucking mind. But again, and then some free shipping mixed in there. It's a release for the people, for the excitement of how far we've come as a company and how much we appreciate you and how all the new people, we want you to be fully immersed in the brand of the old school stuff, as well as the people that have been around forever to get a fucking fresh new look with everything and be able to do it. You can mix and match items and you can get 5 items for $100, $20 a piece. That's the tits. Again, that's the dad side of me thinking they're being like, hey, I'm like, that's where 5 for $100 came from. The 5 for $100 came from me going into Dick's or Champ Sports, like whenever I was a new dad in 2007, and they used to do like you'd be able to get 4 T-shirts or 5 T-shirts for $100 or whatever it was, and I was like, this is whenever I get all my T-shirts because I didn't have a whole lot of money because I spent it all on the kids and making sure that everything was there. So I was like, we should be able to do something like that.
That was part of like the refresh for back to school for
that,
us.
Yeah, the back to school refresh back in the fall.
Yeah.
So that's where this 5 for $100 release came from, and it always fucking pumped for everybody because they were like, fuck yeah. So with this, why not do it? Why not just do everything that helped build this company and put a little extra flair on it?
Yeah, I mean, in reality, I ran a few reports, and the amount of like that tee or even this one I think we reprinted this twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
But like one like that, there's not many in circulation.
Oh, no.
So these are brand new designs for quite a few people.
We did, like, it didn't even touch some of just single numbers.
Yeah,
like,
right.
how many larges did we do?
I don't know.
No, total maybe. We might have did total of 300 T-shirts back then.
Yeah, small through 3X.
Yes, the whole way. And now it's like that doesn't even touch, like, larges.
No.
So it's like that's why this is so exciting because there's going to be so many people. Every single shirt has a story. Every single item has a story. That's it. That's what's so cool about this because we've turned into this crazy company. And even look at Shane, the progression.
Yeah.
Shane wasn't even around when this released.
No.
Now he's over there still being Shane behind the computer.
Yeah.
Still here.
Not doing anything over there while we're talking. But actually thinking of the 7 million things he should be doing for the company.
Yeah, he's like, I planned for a 9 o'clock, not an 11 o'clock podcast.
Here we are fucking off.
I got 10 emails since we've been sitting here.
Shane runs the company now. That is a fucking another crazy thought. It goes, and I mean, Shane, what do you have a degree in?
I have a degree in business management and a minor in marketing.
Oh.
Kinda. Yeah. I majored in baseball and I fucked off.
But now, I mean, where you started as an employee to now, I mean, you're the fucking president of the company. Crazy. Just show you work hard, cool shit can happen.
Yeah.
And you get to deal with a bunch of dickheads and being told to go fuck yourself.
It's probably the most rewarding part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. He's
A lot
like,
of fun.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a couple collectible items.
Oh, yeah.
in
Yeah.
here
we didn't even
too.
mention those.
Just because I'm a big collectible guy, so I figured for all of our biggest fans, they're definitely going to want to pick these things up. They are extremely limited, so get them out of the gate. They will not be there on Friday. Got to get them Thursday night.
Yeah, we did the coffee mug. We should have had a coffee mug in here. We took them for marketing.
Yeah.
And then we have a limited badge hat.
Yeah, the badge hat's sick. It's literally a metal plated badge set on leather that's sewn on real nice. 50th release repeat pattern on the underbrim.
The underbrim's pretty cool.
I don't know. It's a hat that like I'd sit on a shelf. Like it's
a shelf piece.
It's a shelf piece.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But
What
other
else?
than that,
Yeah, what else is?
I don't know.
We got a ton of shit cooking right now.
Lots going on. I'd like to be at home. This weekend I get to be at home. I am not going anywhere this weekend.
That's great.
Actually, I am. I'm going to Ohio State tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You already forgot? We kicked off the podcast with that.
I was like, I'm home all weekend, dude.
You're
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm gone tomorrow. Fucking 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Damn it.
Shit.
Every single weekend I've been gone, whether it's been for work or for gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like, it's just busy. It's just hectic.
Yeah.
But that's something that, so I realized this, like you guys don't have kids. You guys both have, very intense jobs here. But, and then like outside of here as well, we all have lives. But like, all I know is my life outside of this building and training literally magnified like tenfold this past year with kids and with everything. Like SJ with Coach Pitch Baseball. Both of my girls becoming like Addie with fucking volleyball and then in the gymnastics. And then everything that you want your kids to do, they did. They got better at everything. So my kids qualified for states. That's another weekend away. Both of them. And both of them at states qualified for regionals. Both of them. Emmy went on to be on the fucking Pennsylvania Super 8 team and fucking murder everything there. And then Addie goes to regionals this past weekend and fucking has a day and qualifies for Eastern Nationals. And it's like, travel again. It's everything that you want to occur as a parent, but with everything going on, it's just so intense. And it's like, man, and from that, I found myself spending less time on myself and more time on my family, which you should do that.
Right.
But then as this continues to happen, like more time on my family, it's not a bad thing. It's just intense because I have so much to do here. But what I'm doing is like starting to leave myself out. And it got me thinking of how other parents, whenever they have this quote unquote issue that I have of being too busy, I don't have enough time for myself to make sure I'm staying up on top of like traveling and working and eating, because Hannah runs the gym, so she's not always there to make all my food. She has 100 other girls at states, 50 other girls at regionals. You know what I mean? Like it's intense time. So I find myself not having the time for myself with everything. I start makeshifting food. I start eating 3 times at Cava over the weekend because I was like, this is the best food I can get because I don't have anything else. But I also haven't been up on my training. I've been doing more of my functional stuff, but I get up, I do my cardio, but I haven't had time to weight train with this crazy intense schedule. And it got me thinking of how many other parents fall into that as well. Because I am a very regimented, intense person with how I do things. Imagine someone who's not. Like people that aren't. I'm like, man, I got fucking kids, I got the businesses, I got all this, I'm trying to stay here. Like I'm finding myself in this position of like other people feel this way heavier than I do because they're not even remotely as disciplined as I am with themselves. I can see how they gain 10 pounds. I can see how they gain 20 pounds. I can see how they get so stressed out they start creating new issues in their life.
Yeah.
It just was like this thing where I'm like, hey, how can I start to inform people of how to mitigate some of these stressors? Because I was on Bro Chat the other night too, and we were talking about like time with your significant other, okay? And I realized I'm like, I don't have a whole lot of time with Hannah. It's just her and I time. So that way, whenever we do, if she's like, hey, like, I'm going to go here, I'm like, oh, cool. Can I come? I want to go. Anything we could do to spend time together. You know what I mean? And it's, but it's crazy that I just started realizing how different my life was and how intense it is. But then whenever I look around, like, other people with multiple kids, it's fucking mayhem.
I can't imagine inserting that amount of time into my life right now. Like, I feel like I just barely have enough time for what I do, and I don't have any children. Well, I know the answer. It's all my things take a back seat, and you insert the child time. Yeah. But like, I can't comprehend it. Well, like, I know what it takes. I see what you guys do. It's fucking nuts.
Oh, it is.
And then, like, my friend Emily, like, 2 boys in different league of hockey,
High level hockey,
and it's multiple seasons, ice, deck, and travel.
Oh yeah.
And then her daughters, like, just got into soccer. So, like, 3 kids, 3 different sports, 3 different locations.
Only 2 parents.
2 parents, right? And I'm like, how the fuck? Like, where's the time? And there is no time.
And it's not free.
Nope.
It's expensive as a motherfucker, and both parents have to work.
Yep.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
It is so heavy, and I just think it's like, so, like, I'm like, okay, so I have to continually remind myself to just keep breathing and understand this is not a bad thing, even though sometimes it feels overbearing and overwhelming. It's not a bad thing. You have to understand, like, Seth, calm down. This is not a bad thing. This is your life. You need to harness it and prioritize yourself when you have time to do so. Make sure that even though you didn't get your cardio in today because you had to be up at 6 a.m. for this, and then you won't be able to because the meet tonight is at 6 p.m. and it's 4 hours long. You won't be getting home because then you have to take the family out to eat after the meet is over. Like, it is just nonstop. It's crazy.
Oh, God.
Oh my. Because, yeah, it's not about you. It's about the progression of your children. And it's tough. It is so difficult. Because also you just, I pay attention to as much as I can. And not everybody can do it. And that's why I was like, if I'm having issues with it, if I'm seeing how hard and intense this is, and the way I operate as a human being and how intense I am, I could only imagine people feel buried.
For sure.
People are lost. I get fucking lost.
Well, and I feel like I see with, like, certain families, like, or just, like, things I've heard from family members and friends, like, over the years, like, they pick and choose their busy times of the year. You know what I mean? Because, like, you can, I mean, you go nonstop and, like, you seem a little bit unaffected. Like, you can pretty much be busy year round. You are. But, like, I noticed, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do spring soccer. We're not doing anything these months. Like, we need a fucking break as a family type deal. Because you have to. Like, the burnout it's going to happen.
I am right now. I am like, holy fuck. It is so intense because whether it was gymnastics or work, like, David is like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? I'm telling him, and he's like, okay, so you have an opening on that weekend. I'm like, David, I do and I don't.
Yeah.
I do and I don't. Like, this weekend coming up, like, he's like, hey, what about this date? I was like, David, that's Adeline's prom. Can I be home for the prom? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And I'm like,
yeah.
I just want to be home for the prom.
Yeah, the prom is one time.
Prom's one time. Like, 2 times maybe, junior, senior. Like,
yeah.
It's just so, oh man, really intense stuff. Yeah. But again, it's not a bad thing. You just have to learn to operate under these circumstances and in these scenarios, because that means that you're growing. That means that you're pushing. Like, I am not going to complain about being too busy. It's just like, it's a lot. Because you're trying to be as effective. You're in any of those moments, you're trying to be the best fucking person you can be. Because whenever you go to a meet, you're not, let me be a fucking lazy piece of shit here. Whenever you come into work, I'm not like, I really just don't want to do anything. Even though, and that's the other thing, like, if I'm not sharp, I become ineffective at work. I become ineffective at home. I become ineffective in these scenarios. So I can only imagine, all I was getting at was, I can imagine the angst and what other parents feel.
Yeah.
It's a lot. 30-minute workouts. I got really good at 30-minute workouts, by the way.
Yeah, you have to.
They suck.
Yeah.
I fucking hate them. I told you I'm fucking starting to do the running thing and everything.
Yeah.
Bro, it is not fun. I am a large man that should not be running. I can't lose weight, number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, like, it just sucks. I would rather do burpees. I would rather do a minute straight of burpees than run a fucking half a mile.
I'd rather run 10 miles than do 10 burpees.
No fucking way.
Oh, yeah. All day.
No way.
Yeah.
So, no, fuck you.
Like, I remember those feelings. Like, that's why running is so fucking brutal. Because you hate it until you're good at it, and it takes a ridiculously long time to get good at it.
I'm good at running half a mile and then doing some exercises.
Yeah.
Once I break into that full mile of a run, bro, it blows.
Yeah.
It sucks. I also got to get a ski erg for the house.
Yeah, let's get one.
I need to get the ski erg for the house.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Mr. Functional. This weekend, tomorrow I'm going to OSU, just remembered.
Yep.
And then Saturday, I'm going to do a big workout dump. Big one. I got the Murph coming up.
Yeah, when is that? That's
Murph's on Memorial Day.
Yep. Cool.
So my goal, I started deadlifting too. Jay and Ben need me to deadlift. I pulled 405 twice pretty comfortably. So I should be able to hit over 5 again without having too much issues.
Yeah.
I want to be functional, fuckable, and strong.
Yeah.
Because you know what I realized? There's probably some science behind what I'm about to say.
I bet.
The science is called genetics.
Yeah. It is science.
No matter what I do,
field.
I'm always going to look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
And no matter what I do, I will look like a bodybuilder. I could think about it. I was not doing bodybuilding workouts from 2021 to 2024. All functional, still look like a bodybuilder. Mm-hmm. And then I got back into bodybuilding in 2024, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then I realized, like, I'm just doing nothing but killing myself. My fucking body is beat up.
Yes.
Yep. It felt so much better before I did bodybuilding stuff. Did you see Guy Sister Nino just tore his quad again?
No.
Yeah, his old ass tore his left quad. So I'm like this, almost the same place I tore my quad. Fuck. And I'm like, dude, we're just old and can't fucking handle that type of intensity for the stimulation of hypertrophy.
It's like an old piece of leather. You know, it's just gonna snap.
Just gonna fucking rip.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he did that, but then I was like, the functional stuff. I was just it's just high intensity fucking cardio training, and I think that it's it. So I want to be able to run the Murph. I want to be able to do the Murph under 45 minutes with a vest on and deadlift. Like I said, I want to get close to 6.
You know, to get really good at high intensity fast running, you got to run really slow for a long time.
Listen,
it's a thing.
I don't run very fast, Bob.
No.
I don't run very fast at all. It's like... It's almost so. So they were joking on podcast on Bro Chat because Paul was going to race Ian. Ian was a track athlete.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Ian's athletic. He's just so. They were talking about filming Paul filming himself running because he's like, I feel like I'm good, and Fuad's like, dude, we're not, dude. You know, like whenever you think you look like fucking Nick Bear running, and then you film yourself and you're like, I look like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I am SpongeBob. Like, that's whenever I was like, looking at the first functional and fuckable videos. I remember one of the first ones was I was wearing a white on red pump cover at Legends.
Yeah.
That was where I started doing that. And that fucking video is where the kids started calling me SpongeBob from. Like, right before then, and in that video, I think I mentioned it. Like, that time is whenever Addie was like, you run like SpongeBob. And I'm like, I thought I was like fucking...
And you were getting into that at Legends already.
Yeah. You go back, because we were at Diamonds too, and I talked about cardio calves.
That's when I started filming.
What?
That's where I was filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whenever I brought up, CAC.
Yeah.
Cardio abs and calves.
Yeah.
I remember that video.
How many fucking dumb? Oh fuck! I gotta look up his name. I gotta look his name up so we give him credit on here. So how many fucking things have I talked about over the years? Functional and fuckable. Like things I've just said, TRT plus. Dude, TRT plus is a thing, by the way.
It is, yeah.
People think it's real. I'm like, holy fuck. Holy fuck. TRT plus, CAC. I was like, oh, I got a big CAC today. Cardio, abs, and calves. Like that was another thing that just we had fun with.
Yeah.
But the one that I absolutely love is horse cock and weights.
Yeah.
People thought we had this gentleman on here because this is his saying, and I just fucking love it so much. But it's also where I commented on it. I'm like, I am taking this saying. And the comments below were like, Mr. Feroci, you don't need any more sayings. I was like, I gotta do that.
You are the tagline guy.
Yeah, I am the tagline guy.
are.
In my head, acronyms and taglines just stick.
Yeah, it's how you remember them.
Yeah. But I can't pronounce his last name. Eric Bugenhagen?
That sounds good.
Yeah, he is a fucking animal. It's this guy. Just, dude, he's fucking Jefferson squatting, which is like 815 pounds. Like, I fucking love him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, dude, he's got Jefferson squat. Like, you have the bar between your two legs. Just pick it up, 815. You are a fucking animal.
I would literally rip my hamstrings off of my leg. Like, they would just rip right off.
I love it because he's just, like, the horse cock and weights thing. Like, you completely understand what he's talking about. You're just fucking yanking weights around. But everybody does it at some point in their career as a weightlifter. Guy's great. Fucking, he likes making fun of people for being pencil necks too. Like thick neck. He is a fucking thick neck son of a bitch.
Thick neck guy.
He's like, this type of individual is like I was this type of individual at one point in my life, not so much anymore, but like a fucking, I call them like 2x4 backs. Like it just, I look at it as like I could hit this guy with a fucking 2x4 across his back.
Yeah.
Not doing shit.
Nothing's happening. Yeah.
Nothing is happening. Like you just look like this fucking dude that just takes a beating and you're like, probably shouldn't have did that.
You're like, shit.
Like this guy, he might not be able to throw a punch and fight. Okay? Doesn't matter. You could probably hit him as hard as you can. And if you don't hit him in the face or in the perfect spot on the jaw, you're going to have a really bad fucking day.
Yeah.
He might rip your arms off and beat you to death.
Yeah, if he gets a hold of you, that's when you're, yep.
Because like I brought it up on podcast, on Bro Chat with Ian and James Hollingshead. Mm-hmm. Like in their fucking ignorant middle of a fucking massive cycle, bro, they were so strong it's scary. Like Ian was deadlifting fucking seven plus for reps. They're rowing 595.
Dude.
Oh yeah. Dude, Ian's grip was 230.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, that's
so, like,
that's massive.
Like we're talking fuck you strong.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh sure, Ian can't fight, but he gets a hold of your wrist. He might like put his foot on your chest and rip your arm off your body.
Yeah.
Like that's how strong those guys are. Those guys were at that point.
Oh my God.
like yeah, you can't fight. Man, if I get a hold of you, I might dismember you.
Yeah, and you're not making a dent by like hitting them. So they will
2x4 back.
They will get a hold of you.
Yeah. There I go with my sayings, a 2x4 back.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, fuck.
What did you say this guy's name was? Eric Bugenhagen?
Yeah, Bugenhagen.
I'll throw. Can I do this? Probably not. Hold on.
Oh man, Shane's gonna take a risk here.
I
Put
did.
him on.
I think I threw it on the screen and we're good.
Yeah, there's on his Instagram. There's a part where it says like 8:15. Scroll down a little bit, and it's him fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You see it?
Yep. Oh, I have to sign in.
Oh, I gotta sign in.
Yeah, but it's 2 rows down. So. Dude,
it's a riot. He Jefferson squats fucking 8:15, then rips his shirt off. Like a fucking.
I think I've done that
like
exercise.
A proper horse cocker. What's that?
I think I've done that exercise like one time.
I used to do. They're great. They're a great exercise for your glute and hamstring tie-in, especially prepping for a show. That fucking great carved look down there.
Adam, the massage guy.
Yeah.
He said I need to work on my glutes.
I don't think there's anybody that would disagree with him there, Bob.
Yeah, he's like, you have very weak glutes. I'm like, fuck.
Damn it. You do.
I do, yeah.
I think it's just your posture and your training for so long.
That's it.
It's never been like a focus, you know?
Yeah, he's like, don't do it now. He's like, don't do it in season. He's like, wait till you're off season.
Off
He's like,
season.
build those fuckers up.
Yeah. Lot of fucking, lot of hip thrusts.
Mm-hmm.
Hip press, yeah. So I had a guy, oh, this is fun. Might as well, we're talking about the internet. So you know how my philosophy on leg presses,
Yeah.
okay? How I'm like, hey, let's start. How many times have I explained leg presses in videos? I'm going to make another YouTube video about this. But I'm always like, hey, the closer your feet are, the more outside your quads you're going to work. Mm-hmm. The wider your feet go, the more inside you're going to start working. Teardrop, adductor, abductor. Now, the higher your feet go on a platform, the more hamstring you're going to incorporate. Mm-hmm. Okay? The lower your feet go on the platform, the more quad dominant, because you're going to be able to feel the stress on your knees, okay? So I explained this in a video, and a guy took it and put it out there for people he put it on there. I'm like, oh, cool. And I go into the comments. Dude, there are fucking retards in there being like, whoever said a leg press is a hamstring exercise is a fucking idiot. And I'm like, did I say that? No, I said the more hamstrings you're going to incorporate, you're going to feel it in your hamstrings.
Yeah.
All you have to do, numbnuts, is go fucking do it. Go do the exercise. I'm literally doing the fucking exercise and saying, you feel your hamstring get pulled on this. It's not a fucking hamstring workout. It's not. However, when you do it, you feel it. And you're like, hey, if I feel my hamstrings being stretched during this exercise, and whenever I press with my heels in the outside of my foot, I feel it incorporate there. I can feel it working. If you're doing a fucking leg exercise and you feel it in that area, that's being worked. Mm-hmm. I do not need a study to tell me that that's not what's happening. You know how I know too? Because my hamstrings get bigger from the things I do to my hamstrings. Now, it's a leg press, okay? It is a quad dominant exercise. However, if you can manipulate it in a certain way, you'll start to feel it. And a leg press I specifically do leg presses for a side shot in bodybuilding. And I just thought, I'm like, I didn't say it was a hamstring exercise, but that's what people took away from it.
Well, that and like, I feel like only like yourself and very good bodybuilders that are in tune with their body and like engaging muscle groups, like most of these guys, when they get on a leg press, they're just horse cocking the weight. You know, where like you're getting on there and you're like, oh, I'm doing leg presses today for a different reason than I did last week. I'm doing them this way to, you know what I mean?
Target certain parts of your body. That's what I mean. That's what's so crazy about the science thing. People were in the comments. It was just a couple. Mm-hmm. Most people loved it. And they were like, oh my God, this actually works. Like they went and tried it. I'm like, yes, I know. You do not need to be a scientist to figure out lifting weights. Mm-hmm. You do not need a study to make sure that it's done properly. You can go and figure these things out just through trial and error. It gets risky whenever you use more weight than you should be using. Mm-hmm. However, you use your head, use your best judgment. But like, you don't need to have a fucking medical journal study done to tell you that something works.
Right.
That's literally your science experiment with your body, is figuring out what works for you best, because you are your own science experiment. I've said it for years. It's crazy.
I feel like most don't take the time to explore those things. Like that's what separates the best from you just going in and doing leg presses like you saw on one YouTube video of 3 sets of 10. This is how you do them. Well, yeah, scientifically that's the movement. But then there's 100 variations you can be doing with feet placement and...
So let's get into it then. Whenever you think about the science behind an exercise, okay, lifting weights is physics. Mm-hmm. So it's science. Now, if we're going to talk about side laterals, sides, we're going to do a lateral raise with a weight. If I take a 45-pound dumbbell, okay, or let's take 25-pound dumbbell. I take a 25-pound dumbbell and I hold it and I do side raises with it, okay? Dumbbell, side raises, okay? Now, if I take a 25-pound plate okay, and I hold it by the lip, and I lift it out the same way I did that dumbbell, it's going to feel different on my delt because the weight distribution is different.
Right.
Okay? If I take a kettlebell, or if I take the plate and hold it by the inside, the circle, and hold it out to the side and do those, they all are going to feel differently. They're not all going to feel the same. They're all going to work the same, quote unquote, but how do I know which one is the most effective way to do it? Where's my fucking study? It's just, you just do it. And you see, okay, let's do 45 pounds. Do the same thing. Let's take a 45-pound barbell. It's all the same weight, but it's not the same weight.
Right.
So it's like, oh my God, which one's the best? Well, let's do it. Or take 45 pounds and put it on a cable raise. Which one's the best? Now, here's the thing. This is where I guess I differ from the science people. I don't give a fuck which one the science says is the best. You can do your study, okay? You do your study, and you find out that one of them is the most effective. But by what? Did it make me look the best I need to look? Because in bodybuilding, I don't care which one you said works the best, whether you're science or whoever. I care about which one made me look the best. That's your science experiment for you, is figuring out which one made you look the best. So I guess that's your own science experiment.
Yeah.
Your documentation says that this one did the best for me. How do you know? Did you try all of them? Yep. How long did you try them for? 3 weeks each. Okay. What about 6? Did you think about that? That's a little too long for me. Okay, so you wouldn't know the 6-week trial of it. You'd know the 3-week trial of it, but not the 6.
Right.
And then how many other factors came into play with doing it for that 3 weeks that you were doing it? Were you taking different drugs? Were you eating differently? Were you on a calorie deficit, or were you on a calorie surplus? How many things are going on inside that experiment that you were doing? But since I'm not a fucking scientist without a PhD, I'm the asshole for not fucking doing it that way. But I am doing it that way. It's not a properly documented medical journal. I don't give a fuck if it's a properly documented medical journal. I care about, did it make me look better? Because in bodybuilding, it's so much different because all we're doing is achieving a look. If I'm trying to be the best fucking weightlifter in the world, I'd go lift fucking weights. But being a bodybuilder, I want to look the best.
Yeah, it's all about, it's a physique sport. That's it.
That's what I mean. And that's what's so crazy, because people want to talk about numbers, and I'm like, but bodybuilding is an art form. We literally pose like sculptures. So it's an art form. And whenever you put in the science, it's like, cool story, I get it. And that's really cool because you're building a brand on it, and you're literally dragging as many new people as possible to it that are like, oh, this is the way. You still look like fucking dog shit. You don't look good. You look mediocre in comparison to literally the majority of quote-unquote dumb bodybuilders that don't know what they're talking about. Dumb bodybuilders are not as eloquent as other people. They're not stupid. Bodybuilders are not fucking dumb. They're meatheads.
Yeah.
But they're not stupid. Whenever a bodybuilder, let's take Samson Dauda, literally the greatest bodybuilder on the planet right now, Mr. Olympia, him and Derek Hunt Lunsford, those two, we'll take 1 and 2. Whenever they explain something, they are not going to be eloquent like Mike Israetel or someone that is in the science world, or Jeff Nippard. They're not as eloquent. They are not teachers. They are doers.
Yeah.
They don't teach anything. They don't coach. They do. Because that is the way they are. And whenever they explain something, there's probably going to be a lot of ums and likes and, well, you know, maybe, because what they are doing, they have figured out their bodies and what works best for them. Okay? Then that is what is the most important thing to do for everybody out there. So, I mean, and I understand where science guys come from. I'm very understanding of it. I just think that, you know, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Well, you got to think these top guys, they've been doing this for 20 years. They know what works. You know what I mean? Their version of the science-based movement, their version of it is working better than just the straight movement.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then with them sounding like that, people take them as stupid.
Yeah, right.
And that it's all the steroids doing the work. And it's like, guys, the steroids aren't doing all the work because everybody takes steroids. A lot of people take steroids, and they don't look like that.
Right.
But then you're like, well, they take more. I know a lot of people that take more too. Those guys are different. But they have elite genetics. Okay, if their genetics are so elite, then why the fuck can everybody pick their physiques apart? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can pick a physique apart for anything. Phil Heath, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, stupid narrow clavicles. They said because he was so narrow, he might not ever be Mr. Olympia. He won fucking 7. Does he have fucking superior genetics? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But still had narrow clavicles. The thing that pisses me off about every single thing when it comes to like the science people, it's almost like whenever something doesn't go their way, they start saying like, well, I don't have superior genetics, and I don't have this like this bodybuilder, and I don't do this. It starts to begin to sound in my head like a victim mentality. Like I can't do that because I'm not willing to take those things that you guys are taking. I can't do that because I just don't have the same genetics as some of these people. Bro, that's not how this fucking works. You just don't accept no, or you don't accept a fucking shortcoming. You say, fuck you, I'm going to do it anyway. Mm-hmm. If I said like, I live in Western PA, how could I ever build a supplement company? If I'm not in Miami or I'm not in California or New York, I'll never be successful. That's a victim mentality. Seth, you'll never be a pro bodybuilder because you're a fucking wide-waisted, short, fat, white guy. That's what you are. You hold weight around your waist. In the off season, it looks like you have a tire. You have flub around your fucking love handle area. You're wide-waisted. You can't dude, look at you. Wide-waisted, weird-looking rib cage. You need to really work on your arms. Your back kind of sucks. Okay. Well, in my head, all that I thought was I can continue to work. I'm not going to give up or continue to use that as a crutch of my fucking shortcomings. Fuck you. Oh, I have a wide waist? Who else has a wide waist? Jay Cutler has a wide waist. Oh, Mr. Olympia has a fucking wide waist. What does he do? He manipulates his poses. Dorian Yates tore a bicep. What did he do? He hit it as much as possible. Mm-hmm. You could only see it in one shot. Other than that, he hid the fucking thing. You work through it. You don't find fucking excuses for, oh, I'll never do it because I just don't have the elite genetics that these guys do. You sound like a fucking victim mentality pussy. Fuck you. Stop saying that shit about yourself.
Yeah.
Fat, wide-waisted white guy. Seth, start pulling a fucking vacuum. Well, that's going to take a lot of work. Do the fucking work then, you pussy. Stop crying like a fucking bitch and go do it. That's where I'm like, And the only reason that it pisses me off so much is because that starts setting the tone for people young people that you're influencing with that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you don't have elite genetics. It doesn't matter if you don't have the best genetics. You can push through them. You can push through them. You can work harder. You can work around them. Every single person in this world has shortcomings about something. And if you continue to let other people dictate whether you can do something or not, you fucking won't. Mm-hmm. You were 285 fucking pounds of fat blob shit.
I was.
You knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody ever tell you were that?
No, never.
No, but you knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't find excuses why you couldn't do an Ironman. Did you have a lot of excuses why you couldn't do an Ironman?
I had, yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking fat.
Yeah.
Nobody ever thought.
Never swam, never rode a bike more than down the street, never ran more than a mile.
A lot of things, dude.
And even as I progressed with the sport, my swim was never great. If you don't grow up a swimmer, like, you're not a swimmer. So what do? We prioritized my swim. Now I'm going into Texas questionably with my, like, the swim might be my best part of the day because I prioritized it. I made myself a swimmer.
And again, I'm not saying I don't understand the science, people. I'm just saying why it's like you can't just have this one-track mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to think outside the box. And like I said, this is the other thing. There's another video I got to film. Everybody get this one coming. Remember, what was it, maybe probably 2 months ago on this podcast, I said, you watch some of these science guys start to bring up bro concepts. Mm-hmm. You watch it fucking happen. It's going to happen because they're going to run out of shit to talk about. They're not going to have any more studies to refer to on how they're so fucking right. And then other people won't be able to regurgitate the fucking bullshit from there and sound like fucking scientists. okay? It's happening. People used to rip me apart for doing partial reps. That's not a full rep. It doesn't count. And I'm like, dude, I'm a bodybuilder. I'm not a fucking power lifter. I'm not a strong man. I'm just trying to fucking literally get as big as possible. And if you think that full reps are better than this partial rep that I'm doing, you're a fucking idiot, because I'm bigger than you, and it's not just from the fucking steroids. This is my philosophy. This is my methodology. This is literally my framework and my strategy of how to get fucking bigger, okay? Incline dumbbell and incline barbell. I am the partial rep guy. All the way down, I have crazy fucking mobility, touching the bar to my chest on inclines and flat bench and everything, even how deep I get on fucking flies. But I'd never go up the whole way. Crazy stretch, but I would never do a full contraction, only on certain reps. I'd go 7/8 of the way, 3/4 of the way, do 3/4 reps from the bottom. You go back and look at all of my training. Yep. Still to this day when I do incline dumbbells, that's how I do them. So studies just came out about this style of training, okay? It is called a lengthened partial, and it is the best way to stimulate hypertrophy.
A lengthened partial.
Lengthened partials, okay? Full stretch, but not a full contraction. So for years, the science jerk-offs would say that I'm not doing full reps and I'm a fucking retard and I'd be better if I didn't. And I was like, yeah, I tried that for years because I've been doing this longer than you have. I've been doing this longer than some of you motherfuckers have been alive. You're right and I'm wrong, because this is all about sculpting a physique. As you can tell, I'm pretty pissed off about this.
I can tell.
So I'm like, how the fuck is this possible? Now, at the end of last year, studies came out about lengthened partials. And right now, lengthened partials are the fucking hottest thing to talk about in fucking science training.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
Come on with our own study and call them Seth partials.
Well, like trademark it and everything.
Again.
Already got it going.
But here's the thing. It doesn't matter in bodybuilding. In bodybuilding, it doesn't matter. What matters is the best way you look. It's a fucking art form. It's your sculpture. It's an art. You pose like fucking statues, and you're going to tell me the science behind it. Fuck you. No. If it works for you, you should do it. All the science guys, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to continue. Ryan Humiston, okay? Fucking awesome guy. Just a riot of a human being. Big science guy. And has made crazy progress and shows all of it. Like, he's awesome. He just posted a video about rear delts. And he talked about how the most effective way to do it, per the science. Okay? Mm-hmm. But he's like, but this is the way I grew my rear delts. And guess what? It didn't have science in it. And I'm like, there it is. I was fucking right. I said this fucking months ago. Son of a bitch. And it's like, yes, it doesn't matter what the study says. Use it and say, does it work? Is this the most effective way? If the science is the most effective way for you to do something and way that you have stimulated the most hypertrophy or grew, continue to use it. Mm-hmm. But what happens if it isn't? Should I keep doing something even though I'm not getting as much out of it as I should be? Should you start to try to do some unique, different styles of training? How many, and this is the other thing, I'm going to say this in a video. I don't even know if I need to film a fucking video now.
Yeah, we'll just take the clip.
Yeah, just take the fucking clip. Bodybuilders and other people that are unique and eccentric with their training and their philosophy and the way their heads work are so far ahead of science, it's not even funny. Because in science, usually, in science, you're taking something and studying it. How are people supposed to study a style of training if they don't even know what the fuck it is? Mm-hmm. This person over here has been doing this for the past 5 years, and they have sworn by it. This plyometrics style of training, this bodybuilder style of training. Nobody's ever studied it, and everybody's like, you're a fucking retard. You are, look at you, you're an idiot. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But then they finally do a study on it, and it turns out that motherfucker was right. That's how science progresses. Science progresses by people thinking outside the science box. Science progresses by people actually doing something that was just so unique in this concept that they built in their head, or they tried it and they were like, hey, dude, I've never felt like this. Whenever I did chest presses like I do, I was like, I never felt like this before. I'm growing so much more than I did when I trained this way. So I kept doing them. So it's like science is, bodybuilders and meatheads and other people that are unique in thinking are in front of the science. A lengthened partial is finally the best way to train for simulating hypertrophy. I keep using those big words so people think I'm smart too. Listen, you don't have to be a scientist to be good at lifting weights. You don't have to be a scientist to be great. It's a great base to be there and to build from, but you actually have to start thinking outside the box for your personal physique. Otherwise, you'll stay in this world and never grow outside of it. And like I said, that's why I said it months ago, that you watch these science guys run out of things to talk about and start doing some bro science type shit because they're running out of studies to talk about, and that's not how this all works. You have to think outside the box. Fuck it. Okay, I'm off my tangent.
It's just like people don't pay attention to their bodies. Like that, I feel like that's what it is.
Well, it's also marketing and being married to a brand.
Yeah.
I'm married to, I want to see you progress. I literally don't give a fuck how you get to where you are. I want to see you succeed. I will give you as much of my information as possible. You still have to execute, and execution is very difficult. I'm off my soapbox. That's probably a 30-minute fucking rant.
I mean, it's solid though. Like it's like that with all sport. Anything, any kind of science-based training in sport, there's controversy with.
Yeah, and
because like think about like in my realm, like with runners, like, oh, like this guy doesn't have great running form. Well, he just won a fucking Ironman and had the fastest run split in all of Ironman. Yeah, it looks like he's galloping. He doesn't have a nice gait. Like everything is not symmetrical with how he runs. It doesn't matter. He's faster than you. He figured it out. You know, it's the same thing. And he gets a ton, like he'll win. Like it was Lionel. He just won Oceanside.
Nice.
His run looks so fucking weird, but he had one of the faster runs of the day. So like, how can you tell him that like, oh, you should really fix your run? And he'll tell you in his YouTube videos, he's like, I tried. He's like, I've worked with coaches and posture coaches, like trying to fix everything. He's like, and I tried to fix it and I'm fucking slower, or my ankle would start hurting, or this would flare up. He's like, so I run this way and it works for me.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
Fuck it. It's just, it's everywhere. That's what, I mean, maybe it's because I grew up watching fucking 80s and 90s montage training videos. Like, I'm the guy that just, it's heart. Build it off of heart and passion and experience and trying it out for yourself. Look at, like, whenever you take a fucking, like, sure, you can be the most fucking perfectly, scientifically built quarterback, baseball player, other football player, anything. But you're leaving out that one intangible, the ability to fucking compete, the heart and passion you have for something. That's why certain people break the molds of everything and give other people hope. That's how it works. Tom Brady. Does Tom Brady have the best arm? No. Does he have the best fucking posture? I don't know. He doesn't have the best arm. He's not the fastest. He doesn't throw the tightest spiral. Like, what makes Tom Brady great then? If he doesn't check off any box of the greatest at any single attribute, how is it possible that he's the greatest of all time? Or any football matter that is in that elite conversation. You know, it's this wild concept of like, you know, you just, it's heart, it's passion, it's the fucking Rocky montage, dude.
Yep.
I started, even though like whenever you look at Dolph Lundgren and you look at Sylvester Stallone, Dolph Lundgren would murder him. But it's like you start to just, you believe that heart shit, and it gives you inspiration to push yourself. If there wasn't those types of scenarios and movies and montages of things, you'd be just this fucking regular Joe Schmo. I do not want anyone in life to be a regular, by the fucking mold, live inside a box Schmo. I don't want anybody to be like that. I literally want people to be, in some facet in their life, the fucking greatest person they could be in some facet. You should fucking feel alive. That's why I fucking hate this science bullshit so much. I understand it, like I said, but I hate it because I'm like, don't live inside the box, dude. You're great at something. Don't just be the perfect specimen of this and look at me do this perfect fucking exercise. Dude, horsecock some fucking weights. Go after something in life. Believe in yourself in a capacity that other people don't believe you could be. That's why I hate the fucking constraints of that. Because I'm like, dude, it's cool. It says that you do this this is the best way to do it. It's like, good, but is it? If it is, great. If it's not, like, dude, you got to start getting outside that. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm always on Ty's ass about shit. Dude, stop watching so much fucking shit. Figure it out for yourself. You're not dumb. Stop listening to fucking 75 fucking different people and how this is the perfect way to do things. If fucking 10 people just told you this is the perfect way to do things, they're all not right, motherfucker. So that means that you have to figure it out for yourself. Figure it the fuck out. Stop listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry and start putting in time into your own fucking experiment for yourself. Okay, now I'm done. Damn it. Yeah. How are you supposed to, I just don't get it. I just don't live in that world. Maybe that's probably what makes me a little different.
I mean, I lived in that world for forever until like I figured out how to do things a little differently. I wasn't getting results as a bodybuilder or a power lifter.
Yeah.
Because I didn't experiment outside of what I'd look up on XYZ. You know?
I mean, it's hard because, like, I just think that flooding people with information is a good thing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's like they need more framework. They need more certain things. But I'm like I got into the greatest shape of my life. not reading one thing about getting into shape. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I'm just kind of a fucking idiot with those things. Mm-hmm. But I say that, and that's a bad way to look at it for me because I'm not an idiot. I was able to do fucking crazy things. Went from a bodybuilder to functional and fuckable. I was a hybrid athlete.
Hybrid.
It's
a big deal.
It is. Damn it, I am sweating like crazy right now.
Starving today.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm opening a window.
It's like 38 degrees out.
It's a nice day. Yeah. Yep. So I was, I get dragged into so many things on Instagram whenever I start cruising.
I feel like I have one of the most unique like discovery pages.
I don't like mine right now.
Yeah.
It's tying me up.
Can you reset it?
That's what I want to do. I want to reset my...
I took a big step this week.
What's that?
I unfollowed about 200 accounts.
Whoa.
Like all like stupid pages, like memes and...
Yeah.
I was debating about doing that today.
I had to.
I don't want to offend people, though. Like, I was seriously thinking about deleting everyone. Mm-hmm. Like, start at 0 and just start going back to the accounts that I can think of and follow. Just to reset my algorithm. Going to 0 and rebuilding my following. Because I do not like my Explore page. It like... And it's crazy. I don't like it, but it's all the things I quote unquote like. And I'm like, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be in this fucking rat race of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I want to reset it.
I think you can. I think it's like you can clear your cache type deal.
I don't think they're going to let you.
I don't know.
No way they're going to let you do that.
It's based off what you follow.
Yeah.
And how long you stay on something. Dude, if I stay on like a certain reel for a certain amount of time, because if you're scrolling through reels and your average real-time watch is like 3 seconds, and then like you get caught up on one that you're just like in the moment, oh, that was cool, and you watch it for 60 seconds, dude, 3 reels later, you see something like that again.
You ever like start to watch a reel and like you're just like you want to see what it is.
Yeah.
And then it turns into something that you, in your brain, it clicks. You're like, I don't want this in my feed, and you like quick swipe it.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Like something fucked up will start to happen. I'm like, no, like I do not want that showing up again. And then it creeps in because I was like 7 seconds in.
Bro,
So now I got fucking weird. Like,
I got
on
the one night, there was this, It was like horror films. Like I was like, oh, it was, what was it? I remember there being an Anthony Hopkins one and then like a couple other, because I follow movie pages. So they'll pop up, and I don't do horror movies, okay? But then I got caught up because I was just in that fuck you kill mode movie thing in my head. I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy. I've never seen this movie. Bro, on my Explore page, there's horror movies out the ass now. I fucking hate it. I'm like, damn it, dude, how do I reset this? I don't want to watch them anymore. I'm like, why am I getting fucking, like I could go in right now. Go in right now. Yeah. Dude's getting his fucking head chopped off right now. Like, why? It's like I got Ronnie Coleman, dogs, and then this fucking dude getting his head chopped off. Yeah, another one. Here she is. She's screaming. I don't know what's happening to her.
Like, I love golf stuff, but I have a lot of golf stuff in here because I was looking for one specific video of Rory from the Masters over the weekend, and by searching the fuck out of it, like every third video is now golf stuff. And I'm like, hey, I like golf, but I don't want it in my feed.
It is inundating.
Like, I'm getting ads for like clubs and balls. Like, I don't care.
You do not need that.
No, I do not.
Because some of them is going to look cool.
Well, there's this new Titleist driver. There is. I forget what they're calling it, but you can hit it off of fucking anything.
The guy can. You can't.
I might.
You fucking cannot. You should not buy another Titleist driver.
They said it's for everyone.
No, it's not, dude. Not for you. You are like fucking...
I cannot hit a driver. I just can't.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
The GT280.
Yeah.
Does it say for everywhere, for
It says
everyone,
off
anywhere
the tee,
on there?
Off the tee, off the turf.
See? For everyone.
That does not mean that says.
That's what I got out of it.
No, it does not say that, Bob. You need fucking 24 lessons on drivers.
I do.
And you need the cheapest, fucking most consistently simple driver. You do not need a fucking GX 2008.
I need those original Nikes from like 15, 20 years ago. The drivers looked like a box. I could fucking smash it off the tee with that.
Alexander Ovechkin just broke Gretzky's fucking
Saw that.
single season.
Yeah.
Did you see Ovechkin's stick compared to Gretzky's stick?
Mm-mm.
Bro. It looks like a fucking weapon. It does not look like a fucking hockey stick of today.
Really?
Dude, they were they were wood.
Oh, now they're like carbon, right?
They're like carbon fiber curved perfectly versus Gretzky's stick. I'm like, that is crazy.
Probably weighs nothing.
Oh, in the comparison, it's wild. But then at the same time, you look at like goalies today, like how they're all padded up and like they could just stand there like this, and it's like a whole different. The goalies back then had way less fucking protection, so it was like a easy, quote unquote. That was the big argument I saw. People, it's easier to score goals, but I'm like, man, the stick difference is wild. You looking it up, Shane?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Where'd you see it at?
I think I saw it on Instagram whenever it was all happening. But yeah, Ovechkin, I mean, it's just a regular, forward hockey stick.
Yeah.
Crazy curve to it. But then Gretzky's stick was like a fucking, just completely different look.
Yeah, I got
You got nothing.
nothing. Nope.
Nothing.
I just want to hang out like that.
Oh, man, I wish I could.
Carry a bag around with snacks and my iPad. So cool. I mean, I guess I kind of do that. A laptop and a packed lunch.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's zero worries over there.
Yeah, I got 10,000
Yeah,
worries.
this dude is, yeah. Yep. Fucking crazy. I know. Got to go tomorrow, OSU. I'm excited.
Oh, it's Easter weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
that's thrown in there.
Easter weekend.
Uh-huh.
We have not had time. We haven't had any time to do anything at my house. Nothing really.
No, I'll be just.
SJ.
Got sidetracked.
He does. He's
Yeah.
just in his own world.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. It's just me for Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim's going back home with the dogs, and we're doing the blog.
You're doing the blog?
Doing the blog, yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Maybe I'll hide a couple Easter eggs in the blog.
I think you should.
I will.
I think people need to start looking on the label for fucking mystery flavor hydraulic for some Easter eggs on there.
I would start there.
I would really start there. I don't think anybody's going to find them.
You have to be
a pretty unique person.
Uh-huh.
Got to think outside the box.
Yep.
There you go, Shane. That is the saying of the day. Think outside the box.
You come up with that?
I just thought about it, yeah.
Man, you're a sayings guy too.
I try to be. I like to say I'm what's that called? Like, I do a lot of comparisons. Or analogies.
Oh.
I'm an analogy guy.
Yeah.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Only the strong survive.
Yeah. It's a big quote. People use it.
Did you come up with that yourself?
That's from Why Him.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I said it not realizing I was referencing a movie.
He's like, Mike, did you come up with that yourself?
And he's like,
Did you come up with
no.
That was on the other day.
I love that movie.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's bring Ty up. What do you think?
Yeah.
I had, is it in my notes? Fuck, where did I put it? I had something that, nope. Nope, it's not in there. So I was also debating about this summer being like, this will be actually the time that I'm going to pull the trigger on something, on a vehicle purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, if I had to get, there is a good chance of you doing that because like the stages have been like adding up. Like last summer, we actually made it out to like actually test drive some.
Yeah.
Like you drove some, so
Yeah.
you were almost there.
I know.
Yeah. I might have to buy one for you.
But the thing is, like, hey, Ty.
Hey, Ty.
But the thing is, I just can't validate a purchase like that. It's hard for me to do so.
See, the cool thing about buying cars is like when you don't want it anymore, you just get rid of it and get another one.
Yeah, but I'm just not like, I'm trying to think, I want a square body. So I was telling the guys I wanted a square body. Like, I was like, whenever we were at the Detroit Pro, I was like, I'm thinking of looking at them. And they're like, yeah, don't get a 7.3 though. Like an old square body 7.3. And I'm like, that's exactly what I'm going to go look at. That's what I want. I'm like, oh, dude, they're slow as fuck. And I'm like, gentlemen, I'm not going for speed. Seth and speed do not match. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, no, dude, I total vehicles. I'm that guy. And I'm like, slow, strong, the sound. That's all I want. And they're like, what? Just the sound? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I think it's super cool. I do not got to go fast. If anything, it's like, what do I want? I want a 7.3 single cab with a fucking dog. Where are you going to go? I don't fucking know. Down the road? I don't know where I'm going. I go fucking two places.
Yep.
Here in the gym.
In the gym.
And then anywhere the kids need me to go, but then we get in something else. I just need something like, I just need to feel cool. I don't know where I'm going. Like I said, I don't know where I'm going. So why does it even matter? That's what I mean. Like, that's the dilemma that happens in my head.
Yeah, I don't think that way.
Yeah, I do though.
I know.
Oh, fucking shit.
Damn it.
But I was doing this. Now, this is the thing that really fucking gets me going though. I think that we should do this, by the way.
Okay.
I think this is one thing. Team building, okay? Team building.
Let's hear it.
I want to learn how to stunt drive a fucking rear-wheel drive fuck you car.
Yeah.
Like a GT 500, like 700 horsepower rear-wheel drive vehicle. Mm-hmm. I want to stunt drive. I want to learn how to fucking stunt drive them. Drift, fuck you, do wild shit in it. I was thinking of buying like a 50,000 mile like Hellcat. Charger and just rip the shit out of it. Take it to a track somewhere and have someone teach me how to do it. But there's a track not far from here in Pittsburgh. Like, it's a Pittsburgh track. Mm-hmm. I think it's up near Zealy and Opal. Mm-hmm. I think. I could be wrong. But anyway, you can rent any car you want that they have there and drive it around the track like fucking 3 to 6 times, letting it rip for, I think, like $400.
Yeah, that's not bad.
$500. Like, you can Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche. Like, you rent the cars there. Like, that'd be a great team building day.
A little bit of liability, but yeah, that could be fun.
They sign waivers.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have to come. They can just have the day off. But if you want to go drive a fucking Lamborghini at 150 miles an hour around a fucking racetrack, you can come today. Mm-hmm. Or you can take the day off. I'm going to the racetrack.
I'd probably start with like an Asian drift car.
But this isn't like that, though. This is like I think you are in with a driver, mm-hmm. and they do it, and then you get to do it with him in there.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to Fuad about it, and he's like, oh, dude, he's like, I thought I knew how. He's like, they were terrifying. Mm-hmm. He's like, they just they'd hammer the gas, and then all of a sudden hammer the brake, and then hammer the gas. He's like, I would fucking.
Yeah, they know it by feel.
But I want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, go somewhere where I know I'm not going to hit a tree mm-hmm. or a patch of ice. I want to do that.
Yeah. I'm in.
But I would love to get a rear-wheel drive vehicle scare the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because they're fucking... They're
traction.
Yeah, ruthless.
Yeah.
But if I know how to drive it, I'd feel much more comfortable. Or I can just go somewhere and beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at beating the shit out of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, not people. I'm kind of fucking short and stubby.
Yeah, like objects.
Objects.
Yeah, you're...
Objects.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you like that?
So you're driving it, or you're just in the car with them driving?
Driving.
You're gonna drive it.
I'd think about it. I don't know.
You're not into it?
No, I'm good. I don't know. It's like not. I'm not into like that stuff.
I love going fast. Like, I'm in.
Ricky Bobby.
I love fast stuff.
I just want to. I just, in my head, I keep like, oh, it'd be so much fun. I would love to just burn the tires off of a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun, but I could see you fucking something up.
See?
For sure.
Yeah. I knows. Ty's gotten to know me a little better over the years here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, you get like 1 or 2 laps, start to feel comfortable, then really gun it, like put it in the wall or something like that.
You're like, yeah, let's give it some more gas around this corner.
That is Seth 100%.
Yep. Finding the threshold.
Immediately.
Let's find the threshold.
Like, dude, give it a couple times.
Yeah.
Nope, I got it. I
son
think
of
I
a
know.
bitch. Like, came in so hot. You didn't even do a pace lap? What are you doing?
That's me. Like, dude, those guys are trying to convince me to buy a motorcycle.
Oh, my God. No. No.
Like, they're like, oh, dude, this is this. And I'm like, no, you guys don't get it. They like, I think there's a misconception about me in certain things that, like, I'm not a complete fucking degenerate dickhead when it comes to these things. Like, I just love fucking shit up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised it hasn't killed me, to be honest.
Well,
pretty close.
I don't know. You're good. You've become good at, like, staying away from things.
Lately.
It's
kind of fucked me up. Yeah. I used to love doing drugs, too.
I know. We all know.
I think you still do. You just haven't done it.
What, drugs?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would love to do drugs again. They were a massive part of my philosophy on life.
Man,
imagine don't do them anymore.
Imagine if drugs weren't bad. Be sick.
Drugs are bad, okay. Like, when I think, that's what plays in my head. Yeah. Drugs are bad, okay. Mr. Mackey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! If drugs weren't bad, I'd fucking. I still think they're fun. I just haven't done them in a long time.
Just fascinated by them.
Bro, it has been a long time since I did drugs. Like a fucking hardcore drug. Like a fun one.
Not this boring shit.
Not this, I fucking hit a pen here and there. That's not true.
No. Me and Kim got on that convo. Because, like, I didn't feel like rolling a joint last night. And, like, she's like, oh, just hit your pen. I'm like, it's not the fucking same. And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, I get stoned as shit off of this. I'm like, I don't get that high. She's like, it's the same thing. I was like, it is not the same as smoking a joint. It is not.
Yeah, dude. People talk. Like I said, I loved cocaine. That was my fucking. Oh, it was the one. I'm like, dude, I can't do that shit. I'm already worried about my cardiovascular system and my resting heart rate. Can't go doing that. My resting heart rate will be through the roof.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Nope.
Goodness gracious. So what do you got today, Todd? You got anything fun for us? I already had a science-based rant earlier, so we don't need to cover that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, it went great.
Yeah, it went great. That was funny.
Well, I mean, you guys talked about it on Fuad's podcast a little bit already, but just with, what was it, the FIBO?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on them giving the nod to Andrew over Sass with such a conditioning difference?
So on the podcast, there's 5 people that get to talk, and it's great because Fuad spreads it out. Because if everybody talks about, the same scenario every time, it just becomes monotonous. So I think he does a great job of it all. First of all, this is one thing. After seeing how Fuad and the guys did Detroit, bro, those guys put so much into it to make it look a certain way. You know what I mean? To give it perfect lighting for the athletes. They legitimately love bodybuilding. They care about the athletes and care about bodybuilding. It is the essence of it. And we have companies now to help support that to happen, even though there's no money being made. It is breaking even. You know what I mean? That is what is occurring at these shows. It is a break even. There's no money being made. The more money that we put in this year, it was just to make a better show. Give more prize money away. Bring in physique. That's what happened. To go and then see FIBO, it is literally the biggest fucking expo in the entire world. And then to see a blue fucking background and absolute dog shit fucking lighting. I'm like, guys, dude, come on. Who the fuck do you have running this? It's not the FIBO people that are trying to put together something absolutely incredible. But I'm like, come on, why do you not have a bodybuilding mind? You just had a fucking background. All you had to do was make it black instead of blue. That's all you had to fucking do. Even the fucking physique guys looked out of shape. I was like, dude, and then you'd see them not on the background or in the lighting, and you're like, dude, those guys are peeled out of their fucking minds, and they look washed out. It was such trash lighting. I was so I turned it on whenever I started seeing it all. I was at the gymnastics meet and scrolling. I'm like, look at this fucking dog shit. Hannah's like, what's wrong? I was like, this is bullshit, dude. Because it shows how much they care about it and how much time they took. They didn't just say at Detroit that this is good enough. Fuad was legitimately super stressed out about it. And it turned out to be fucking perfect. I don't think there's been better lighting at a show than Detroit. So I'm like, these guys, and then it was literally the best to the worst. I love Andrew's physique. I think he's a fucking freak. He's massive. But I think Sass looked better. I think Sass was the better bodybuilder on that day. Andrew came back that evening and looked out of control, but only from the front. I do not think Andrew is phenomenal from behind. I think his lower half from behind is, I could be wrong because I wasn't there and it was the shit lighting, so those guys might have had a better understanding of it, but Sass was so much better. But the muscularity and the size played such a role. I just think Sass was the better bodybuilder on that day.
Yeah,
but again, I'm very biased against him too because I really like him.
Mm-hmm. I was listening to RX Muscle and they had Aceto on, Aceto coaches both Sass and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Andrew didn't have his visa to Germany until 10 days out. So he wasn't even really sure if he was doing the show. So I think that had something to do with his conditioning. But from behind, like you said, I mean, you really saw how much bigger Andrew was than Sass, and it kind of blew him out of the water that way. But from a conditioning standpoint, it was
it wasn't even remotely close.
And I even saw a lot of pro bodybuilders in the U.S. that are fans of Sass, and they were all posting come on bodybuilding, we Sass should win this, he's a better bodybuilder. Of course Andrew's a freak of all freaks with size and shape and stuff like that, but from the conditioning aspect of it.
What kind of is, this is what happens and throws people off. You just saw, again, this is too drastic though. Too drastic. because Derek's big as fuck. I was going to say Derek and the Arnold, how Derek beat Samson, but then Sass didn't beat Andrew. Derek is still bigger than a motherfucker. There's so much muscle packed on his frame. There's not as much packed on the Sass. I don't think the size outweighed Sass. It was just my opinion. But I could be wrong because I wasn't there in the lighting and videos and everything. Absolute dog fuck shit. It's horrible. I'm like, why have a fucking bodybuilding show to this degree and do that? Like, you fucking stupid? Are you just that fucking naive to understand that literally, or go along like Fuad's like, use a black background, and everybody's going crazy about Detroit with a black background? All you had to fucking do was put a black background there. It's all you had to do. And you chose blue. Are you fucking with me right now? You can't be that dumb.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing I noticed too is between prejudging and finals at that show, like they had finals at a completely different place.
Yeah.
Like I think prejudging was at their expo or whatever, but like
still mediocre lighting.
Yeah. I think Andrew looked drastically different at night though than
I agree. I think he did too, but I still think Sass won. My 2 cents.
Did you see the scorecard on it?
No,
I think they had Sass ahead by 1 point or
at prejudging.
And then Andrew came back and they unanimously had him in first, which they said that was like a pretty crazy swing to see on a scorecard like that. But
yeah. We'll see.
Sass is doing the Cal Pro though.
Is he?
Yeah.
I really want to see him qualify for the Olympia.
I want to see him get back to the Olympia too.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, I think he's never been to the Olympia, so.
He never has?
I don't think so.
Man, yeah. What else you got?
I want to hear your top 5 for the Pittsburgh Pro Open Bodybuilding.
Oh, my top 5. We are the presenting sponsor at the Mr. Pittsburgh Show on May 10th and 11th. Everybody should go get tickets. The VIP tickets have already sold out. It is going to be a fucking spectacular show. Not only the open bodybuilders, but also classic and physique. Mind-melting lineups. Terrence Ruffin is making his fucking comeback debut here. He's been off for 2 years. Open, I think. Derek, Martin, Nick, Vito, Crizzo. I think that William can jump in, okay? But it depends on how everyone looks, which is obviously the whole fucking bit of bodybuilding. But I don't think William will be able to outmuscle Crizzo and Vito. But I'm not 100% impressed with Vito's look at the Arnold Brazil. But I do think that if Bonac gets a little bit better than he was at Detroit, which is going to be difficult because that was a phenomenal Bonac, I think he could take 4th and kick Crizzo out of the top 5. I don't think Crizzo is going to beat Vito just because Crizzo can't pose.
I was going to say, like, we had that talk at the gym yesterday. I think Crizzo has one of the craziest physiques, but, like, after one round of posing, he loses everything.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, presentation plays a fucking role in bodybuilding. Whenever you start fucking around with the top guys, if it's a mediocre show and it's Crizzo will win out. He will win outright. But whenever you're trying to crack into Derek, Hottie, Samson, Martin, Nick, like that, you can't not be able to pose. Nick is one of the best posers from the standpoint of working. Like, that dude can do round after round after round after round and still hit it the same fucking way. His posing conditioning is outstanding. Outstanding. I think it was 2021 Arnold when he won, that it was just like you could have posed that dude 25 times, would have been perfect. So I think it's going to be a hell of a show. I think it's going to be the closest between Martin and Nick. I think Derek will win outright, and then I think that Martin and Nick will go neck and neck. But I'm giving the edge to Martin only because, like, his stage weight has drastically increased, and he's going to beat Derek in a couple shots. So I don't think it'll be Derek and then those two. I think it'll be all 3 of them up there. If they're all, I'm anticipating all of them to be on. I think it'll be those 3 up top, going through multiple rounds and changing the places of them. each one will get their time in the middle and go through.
Yeah, I could very easily see that being like a top 3 call out.
It will. I think it will be. It can't just be 2 and 3. It needs to be 1, 2, 3, and change them all interchangeably. And I think each one of them will win shots. Like I think each one will win shots. I think that it'll and that's what makes it. That's what'll make it a good show.
I was gonna say I think Nick beats everyone hands down in the most muscular.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think Derek. I mean, I think Martin. Martin.
It all depends how big Martin Nick looks next to Nick, because like you said, we know Martin's probably 10 to 15 pounds heavier than he was last year at the New York against Nick.
I think Martin's going to have the most most muscular. I think Derek is just going to terrify people with conditioning. If Martin shows up like Prague, he'll be in trouble. If Martin shows up like he did at the Olympia, bigger, he's going to be fucking in it. So
yeah, I mean, we've heard 10 to 15 pounds heavier, which that'll look dramatic on his physique.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it. It's going to be a cool show. Be a ton of fun. What else you got? Anything else?
I mean, while we're talking about it, what are your thoughts on Classic?
I think Terrence is going to be a fucking mind-blowing spectacle. I think this version of Terrence would have pushed Chris really hard. Like, to the point of, like, because, dude, Mike Summerfield was pushing Chris very hard at his last Olympia. But I think this version of Terrence is going to look absolutely fucking mind-blowing. Terrence looks nuts. I think that he can. If he shows up the way that I'm anticipating in my head with the extra added muscle, I think he can beat Mike. I think he can. Which will be really cool. So, I mean, again, come to the Pittsburgh. We're going to have a crazy booth there. We're going to have a ton of fun, little games, some exclusive apparel. New Tech is going to have a fucking full-blown gym there. It is going to be an awesome show. And for prejudging, you will be able to get a ticket to the expo and go with all the different companies at the expo, and then you'll be able to go and watch prejudging in standing room. You don't even have to buy another prejudging ticket. You could just go from the expo to prejudging and stand there. If you want a seat, you got to buy a seat, but you'll be able to do standing room for the same ticket you will at the expo. It is fucking worth it. You will. To see this shit happen up close is nuts. It's a different setting than it would be at the Arnold, so it's like it's intimate, it's up close, super cool. Very cool.
I also want to give a shout out to Brady.
Oh, Brady, that's right. Brady's doing it. Brady does not look bad. Brady might break hearts.
I think Brady's going to hurt a lot of feelings.
Brady, see, this is the thing with Brady. A little bit of a fucking psychopath. Brady was not in shape 12 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Brady looks pretty crazy right now. He might come in and shock people. Because Yosef is doing it. Anton's making his pro debut. Anton, that Kahiki guy.
Yeah.
Yosef. Terrence. Who else is doing it? Is Michael DeBull doing it?
Yes.
Michael DeBull? Holy fuck. Holy fuck. These are legitimately some of the greatest physique pros in the game right now. I'm telling you, it's one hell of a show to come to. It's such a different setting, too. It's very intimate. You'll be able to see it up close. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be awesome. Terrence, Michael DeBull, that Kiki Pro looks nuts. Anton's shredded to the fucking bone right now. Yosef, again, him too. No, it's not Yosef. It's that was the guy from Germany. This is Jose Ma. Jose Ma, that's who I mean. Wild. And Brady doesn't look like shit, dude. Brady gets peeled out of his mind.
He comes in quick.
Yeah, it's because he takes that fucking scary-looking trend. Brady sends me pictures every now and then of he's like, check this out. I'm like, Brady, that just raised my blood pressure looking at it. I am not going to encourage this. He's like, it's fucking awesome, dude. I'm like, Brady, it looks like tar. I know, that's good stuff. I'm like,
It's
stop
the good
saying
stuff.
that. Stop saying that. He's like, this shit's nuts. And I'm like, I bet it is. Oh, it's fucking funny. Yeah, but I think you're right. I think he's going to come in, and he's not small. He's a big, shredded dude. Is he going to make weight?
He'll find a way. He always does.
Yeah, he does.
What's he got to come in at?
212, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Last thing I saw, he was like 228.
Oh, my goodness. Things are about to get terrifyingly ugly for that man.
Those last few days are going to be...
He smells like Trent so bad.
Yeah.
That is what he smells like right now. I can smell the fish and Trent on him from here. Your towels, your clean towels smell like fish and Trent. Mine used to.
Man, sounds great.
The science says so. Fucking hell. Oh, what else you got? You got anything, Bob?
Racing next week.
You're racing next week.
Yep.
That's it. That's a big one.
Yep, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Texas heat.
How hot is it in Texas right now?
It's like 88. Yeah. Yeah, in Houston, it's hot as fuck right now.
Oh my God, it's stupid.
Yeah, and it's trending up.
Yeah, it's gonna get hotter.
Yeah, they're calling for 90 on race day. So yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, I'll be okay. Be okay.
Well, yeah, you're gonna be okay. You're
Yeah.
not a pussy.
No,
Not the first time you did one of these things.
no, it should be fun. Me and Kim are doing it together, so that's always interesting. Scary as fuck, actually.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Yeah, it sucks.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, she'll be good. I'll have like this feeling over me most of the day.
Just pretend like she's not even
Although
there.
she's so fast now, like she actually she put up this nice reel of herself and like me being her supporter, and then the very last line in the description was, "Let's see who finishes first." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What are you calling me out?"
She did.
She did call me out. So like now I got to really keep my
Hey,
shit together.
Is there a competition in her head and not yours?
Me versus her type thing.
Yeah.
I think there might be. Yeah,
I think that just happened.
it definitely happened.
That's what that is.
Uh-huh.
She's been doing this in her head, competing with you, and
Yeah.
hasn't told you until now that she's competing with you.
Yeah, she didn't have a run before. Now she has a run.
What
now
a bitch.
I know. That's what I said. Actually, I didn't say it. I thought about it.
This is funny.
I meant to bring it up last
I
night.
didn't know this.
I didn't know it till you know how it only shows you part of the thing until you swipe up and
Yeah.
can see, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean finishes first? This is bullshit. Of course I'm gonna finish first.
You sure about that?
I'm a man.
You sure about that?
No, I'm not. I'm nervous.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
She's really fast on the bike. That's where she could get me.
Hey, in her head, she's been competing with you this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been doing the same workouts, so it's she knows what I've been doing, and she's like, "Oh,
This is funny.
yeah."
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
No, I don't either. It's cool. Like she has a massive opportunity to qualify for Kona, like a very, very good chance. Like if she just goes out and has a solid day, she'll stamp that.
Really?
Yeah. We're I have to have the best day on the planet. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Like my best will not be enough.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I do have goals. I do have some pretty big goals.
Well, yeah.
I've been swimming a ton, so I'm striving for a 60-minute swim. But I was on pace to break 10 hours in Florida, so I want to break 10 hours. You break 10 hours, it's a pretty big,
Yeah, it's a huge
pretty big deal in
accomplishment.
my head.
Huge accomplishment.
Yeah. So,
She might break 10 hours.
yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, you break 10 hours as a female, it's a massive deal. Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll be at the Woodlands, Texas. If anyone's in Houston,
Come on out.
come on out.
The Woodlands.
Yeah,
We went there once.
we did. Yeah.
It's okay. It's actually a really nice part.
They actually have like a really cool mall and some cool
Yeah, it's
eateries.
super cool there.
Yeah.
The Woodlands is nice as fuck.
There's an In-N-Out burger right in there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pumped about it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll be excited.
Carb up.
Double with a Diet Coke.
Yep. 2 fries.
Couple of them.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. I'm going to do some running. Maybe get a mile in.
Let's get it.
2. I got to try 3 soon.
Yep.
3 next weekend.
Man, jumping in.
Oh, yeah, I can do 2 comfortably.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. I say comfortably meaning I can do it.
If you can do it, it's comfortable enough.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I still feel like I'm dying.
Yeah. I do too.
That's what's crazy about it. I can do 25 burpees, but I don't like running a mile. Like, the burpees are way harder. I think it's because I'm stationary. The moving thing fucks with me.
I hate being stationary. The moving thing is what is what I'm attracted to.
I don't know.
Like if I have to look at myself in the mirror doing 20 burpees, like I'm not okay.
Really?
No.
I will literally get up and literally talk to myself the whole time in my head. Pussy. Do another. Fuck yeah. Your heart's in your neck now. Keep doing it. Like, that's how I was doing burpees to get my heart rate up to shoot my bow. I just don't like running. Hi, you doing any running?
Absolutely not.
No. Neil at least bought running shoes.
In a walk-in.
Yeah, he
'cause he's such a large person.
Walks around in them.
Yeah.
We found out this thing when he wears his running shoes, my HRV goes up. Yeah.
Nice.
He's like, that doesn't happen. I'm like, yeah, you wore them last week, went up. I was like, you wore them this week, went up. So keep wearing them.
Yep.
He's like, mine went down. No shit. Neil's a big HRV guy. He's got the Whoop bracelet and everything. Yeah.
I'm afraid to get it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to get it because then I start looking at it and obsessing over it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I got enough to worry about. I do my heart rate. I do my blood pressure. That's good enough for me right now. I don't need something telling me whether or not I get good enough sleep. If I feel like I got good sleep, I got good sleep.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I got shit sleep, I got shit sleep.
You know, it's funny. I've been wearing this thing for, it's like 4 years now. So I have 4 years of data. You can tell everywhere in the data when Black Friday is.
I bet.
Like that 4 week period, you're like, oh no. It's like trending. Oh no. Because I was like, oh, that's probably where I did a race. No, it was Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have raced there.
Nope. It's funny.
Oh. Does your watch go off when you have sex? Does it ask if you want to track this workout?
No, but Garmin should put a setting in there.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
Well,
heart rate goes up.
Well, it's tracking. You'll see the spike in heart rate.
That's what I
It's
mean,
just not a
like,
recorded workout.
It's not a record, but that's what I mean. I didn't know if it asks like, would you
Yeah.
like to track this workout?
No,
You're
it
like,
doesn't.
Like it's buzzing, and you're like, oh yeah.
No,
Out question mark?
I often bring it up to Kim, like, we should have tracked this in Training Peaks for Coach. These are burned calories. I would adjust the plan.
Man,
Yeah,
that was a long one.
yeah,
Yeah, that was a good workout.
yeah. 3 hours.
What? Oh man, good times. But cool. Thanks for coming up, Ty. Shane, it was great to have you on. Didn't include you too much because we were kind of going off about science and fuck all.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Glad to be here.
yeah. Other than
I'm
that,
cold.
You're chilly.
Yeah.
I'm still fucking sweating from losing my dog shit about the science people.
Yeah.
But I mean,
The science people.
they're people.
Fuck those guys.
Listen, they're great people. They're
Ty hates them too.
great people. I understand them. I just live in my world. We can live in a world together. My world will always just be better. Such a dick. Other than that, everybody, we have the 50th release coming up. Like we were going over everything. This is something that we are so grateful for and excited for because you're going to see shit that, again, you might never have had that helped build this company into what it is. The best deal we've ever ran. A little free shipping sprinkled in there. Some memorabilia some collectible memorabilia. Code notebook. Code Seth. Code Bob. Code Big Dick Shane.
Yeah.
All of it.
Throw it in there.
Yeah. Use it all.
Can't use them all, but you could use one of them. Yep.
Yeah. Got a custom made fucking rain jacket that's sick as fuck. A pump cover jumpsuit. It's awesome. Everybody pay attention. The blog will be dropping this Sunday. Thank you guys for all the support. Thank you for all the cool shit that we've done together over the years. Keep being good motherfuckers.